Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about the overview of how to buy your first home and get ready for a mortgage. There is a resource below. It is a free checklist on covering the same points that we're going to go into on each video. The idea for me is to do this in short snippets so you can digest 3 to 4 minutes at a time and then go back to the bits that you're struggling with so that you can kind of refresh your memory. So when you're going to buy a first house in New Zealand, you need to have a budget in mind, and then from that you work backwards to what deposit and income that you need. Deposit and income are the main two things that the bank looks for when checking your eligibility on whether or not you can pay back a mortgage. So hypothetically, if you wanted to buy for $1 million, you would need a deposit. In New Zealand, you can usually get by with a 10% deposit, so that's $100,000. And then, of course, you need enough income to service the repayment. In that example, you'll be getting a mortgage of $900,000. So you need enough income from your jobs or self-employed business or wherever you get your income from to pay that back and then some. We're going to cover more about what is usable income in the income section. And then on top of that, there are other things the bank considers, things like how many kids you've got, because those cost money, your other expenses, short-term debt, cars, personal loans, credit cards, all of that stuff, and then credit reports, credit score, and then your account conduct, so things like paying things on time. And then, of course, you've got to make sure this all adds up to not only an approval for yourselves, but an approval on the property that you want to buy. So just because the bank's approved you for $1 million purchase doesn't mean they're going to give you that money for any property. They want to check what you're going to buy, and we're going to go through red flags and things you should look for and things you should probably not have in the property that you want to buy. So like I said, download the checklist below. You can work through it at the same time. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already got this checklist. And this first section, we're just going to go into each individual thing in a bit more depth so that you know what counts as income, what counts as a deposit, how bad is bad credit, and all of that stuff.